I think when we started Celery, we were really looking because we wanted to create a different kind of design agency. We liked celery because it was green, because it was crisp and crunchy. It was a little quirky too. I think at the end of the day, we didn't want something that was very earnest.
Celery Design is a design studio. We have two offices, one in Berkeley, California, and one in Paris, France. And we focus on work related to social impact and sustainability, but we work across a lot of different media. So we do mostly graphic design, but it relates to branding, brand strategies, website development, product design. But broadly speaking, we're working with clients who are either green design or green companies of one sort or another, or advocating for different social issues.
I think what was happening is that the industry was moving more towards bigger packaging, bigger materials, more wasteful materials. And I think we really wanted to start an agency that really aligned more with our values. And so we felt really inspired to start a new agency that really spoke to those values.
I discovered Celery via Google. I knew that I wanted to work at a place that I could combine my interests in health and sustainability and also visual communication.
Right when we started Celery, we used to have this slogan, it tastes good and it's good for you. So it tastes good, it's beautiful, it's making a difference in the world.
If you could see the list of some of the names that we had that we were going to call this firm, you would be very happy that we ended up with Celery.
Potbelly Mustache, Sensitive Art Guys, Tricycle, SAG, oh yeah, SAG was the acronym for Sensitive Art Guys.
I would say Celery in 3 words would be collaborative, which is a word that we put in our name for a reason, because we are definitely about fostering a collaborative environment. I would say innovative and maybe quirky. I think that's our personalities. We tried to create an environment that doesn't take ourselves too seriously and not too earnest. And so we really try and infuse a little bit of quirk into our environment every day.
The working environment at the Berkeley studio is pretty open. It's a big open room and about 10 people working together at a communal table. We like the open environment because it makes it really easy for us to kick around different solutions for a wide range of projects together.
If anything, I would make this bigger and put the little video thing and show the graphic here with this call-out somewhere.
We've tried to create a design space that invites innovation and new ideas. It's casual but interesting and kind of quirky. There's dogs running around, there's a garden outside, there's chickens in the backyard. It's like a funky, cool, interesting, arty space. So when we started as a studio, there were very few design agencies focused on sustainability. And so what we kept finding was that the traditional flow of starting with a business strategy and then going into production, it was really limiting. And as we started reshuffling things, we found that it was much more effective if we started with the end user at the beginning. And they become like the center of the whole project.
Designing backwards is effective because it forces early investigation, and it also really creates a true collaborative experience because we do this with our clients. It requires them to really think about the future. It requires them to be participative in this process. With that type of participation and collaboration, it only creates a better result.
So Celery is unique in that a lot of graphic design studios and agencies tend to work with big brands, and Celery seems to focus on working on projects that make a positive impact on the world. So I would say that's where they're unique, is that they're a little more selective.
I think that we design always with this notion of making the world a better place. So not adding more crud, not adding more waste, making sure that the messages that we're putting out there are positive and unique, and really infusing a real sense of preservation and sustainability.
We're very thoughtful about the materials that we use. We're specifying recycled papers when we do printing, using non-toxic inks as much as possible.
One of the projects that Celery has worked on that I think is the most interesting and memorable is the Charlie Cart project.
It started as a collaboration between Celery and a woman, Carolyn Fetterman, who used to run the Edible Schoolyard project. Celery has been involved from the beginning. We helped to come up with the name Charlie Cart, which is like imagined as the grandchild of a chuck wagon. We designed the kitchen, the mobile cart, the cart itself, and designed the logo and the branding. We did the graphic design for the curriculum.
The Charlie Cart is a great example of how we are really, focused on creating tools and messages for change. The purpose of the Charlie Cart really is to educate kids about good food and wellness. And so I think what we're doing is we're, giving them this sort of hands-on experience with how to create a nutritious lifestyle.
Comes with a mobile kitchen and all the curriculum that a school would need to have a really robust and world-class nutrition education program. We're in 15 schools so far across the country. We're about to do another run of 25. We'll be ramping up over the next year or so. Hopefully we'll be in hundreds of sites within another year. When we crafted the Charlie Cart project, we wanted it to feel like kids should engage, they would want to engage. They do drawings of the cart and things like that. It's fun, it's exciting, but clearly they are engaging. They feel like it's part of their world. Even 20 years in, Celery keeps evolving, changing, and morphing. The way that the Celery is evolving into the future is adding value through partnership and collaboration, in addition to being a more conventional design agency where people hire us to do a specific thing.
I also see us, now that we've got this new gallery space, really starting to create designs that we could feature in this space here, and products that have either a really great social mission or are really aimed at ultimately making the world a better place.
So 3 words that I would describe Celery with would be efficient,
Fresh,
intelligent,
healthy,
intentional.
delicious.